Matter of fact, look that up to make sure.
Okay.
But what that is they're going into the resources. They happened during the time of the Roman Empire, and they happen now when we were serving slavery. Everything that we planted, so-called white man took from us. And he got rich off of that, off of us slavery and us planting things for him, building up this place. But I'm gonna get into it why we are against each other and why our women are the way they are. I'm finna get into that now. But he's finna look up this word. Let him say it in the Hebrew.
It's Strong's H 504 Aleph, and it says cattle, oxen, and farming as a possession.
Okay. It's cattle.
Come.
Okay. You're dealing with cattle. You ain't dealing with no sugar.
Come.
Okay. So like that's why I had to look it up. To make sure. It's wise to look up words. So they're dealing with cattle. They're dealing with the resources.
And that's what it went into. Or flocks of thy sheep until he had.
All right, but I'll let y'all. I'll check you out.
Okay. All right. Now read that again.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil.
So Jacob wasn't going to control the resources. See, all the resources that belong to us, that we labor for, to keep us sustained as a nation of people, is going to be taken from us. Okay? That's wealth. To have land and cattle and to control the resources, that's wealth. So the Heavenly Father is letting you know, look, your wealth is going to be taken away. You're going to be at the bottom. Due to the curse, due to you not following my statute, laws, commandments, and due to you want to be like these heathens. You're going to be at the bottom. You ain't going to control nothing. You're going to serve and be as a heathen. Okay? And not a royal people. See? Go ahead.
Or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed them.
Yeah, so give me hold that, give me Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Deuteronomy 4 and 6. And just like I was saying, he was, like I was talking about earlier, which I wish he would have stayed, because I would have brought this out. But, you know what I'm saying, I had to bring that out. But dealing with that, do you think the Bible was given to us to control us? Hey, you have to have laws set up in order for guidance, okay? And you got righteous laws, you got wicked laws. Those laws control you, okay? They control you. But these righteous laws that was given to YAHAWASHI, that was given to the nation of Israel by YAHAWASHI, okay? These laws were set up for where we can judge and be controlled and govern the earth in righteousness. So give me this in Deuteronomy 4 and 6.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
So we forsook the statute, laws, and commandments, right? Look how they look at us now. Stupid. Jake is simple. Nobody take us serious. They look at us like we're a joke at the bottom. See? Read that again, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
See? See? So, by us doing them statutes, laws, and commandments, that would have been the outcome, and we would have been wealthy and rich and royal people. But since we didn't do them, now we stupid at the bottom and nobody take us serious. See?
Good.
And they treat us however they feel like treating us. By gunning us down and stuffing us all into prison and saying we ain't got no rights and calling us immigrants and things of that nature as a people. And putting us on reservations where there ain't no resources and no water running, which is a prison. A reservation is a prison, man. Okay? Destitute of resources. See? So read that one more time for me again.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
All right, so go back to 28.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down.
Yeah, so the Romans besieged us, right? And they're gonna come back again, man. This besieging that's gonna come, man, when Esau do full-scale martial law, it's gonna be worse than 70 AD, man. It's gonna be worse than 70 AD, man. Okay? It's gonna be this Jacob trouble. 70 AD was Jacob's trouble too, but this Jacob trouble gonna be worse, man. Okay? This Jacob trouble gonna be like never before, man. Okay? It's gonna be so bad to where when you read down to the 12th chapter, Michael gonna have to raise up, man. That's how bad it's gonna be, man. When you read down to the 12th chapter, Michael gonna have to raise up, man. That's how bad it's gonna be. Okay? So give me Deuteronomy, jump, and give me, finish that off? Okay, finish that off.
It says, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all the land, which YAHAWAH by SHAM YAHAWASHI thy power has given thee.
So Israel was besieged in Jerusalem, okay? And wherever Israel at, okay, broke up into pieces, scattered all over this world, and they're in these neighborhoods, they're gonna get besieged in there, man. Okay? They're gonna get besieged in there, man. All they gotta do is say in these projects, wherever Jake gets in the neighborhood, oh, this is a COVID-19 over there, and they can label it a hot zone,
right.
And everybody in that whole area be besieged. They can't come in or go out, man. Nothing. Whatever you got, that's what you're gonna be in there with. Okay? That's coming, man. It's gonna be like never before, man. Like I said, when you read down the 12th chapter, man, Michael gonna have to stand up, man. He's gonna have to raise up, man. Real deal. That's how much trouble Jake gonna be in. But he's gonna be saved out of it. So keep the faith. So give me Deuteronomy. Start at 53.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters.
Start at 52.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 52.
Go ahead.
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until the high and the fenced walls come down,
Go ahead.
wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all the land, thy land, which YAHAWAH by SHAM YAHAWASHI power hath given thee.
All right, well, I should have let you continue to read.
Good.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping, man. I'm thinking about stuff. But what it is, like, when you go into the history of 70 AD, like I said, it was devastating, but you got to go into the history, man. You got to go into that history, man. Like I explained sometimes, man. That when them Romans ran up in there, and you had Tiberius Alexander, which was an Israelite who forsook his heritage and became a Roman. He helped Titus and Vespasian besiege Jerusalem, man. He helped them, man. Okay, when you go into that history, man, and Israel it was millions of Israelites getting put to death, man, and they ran out of wood because they was crucifying so many Israelites, man. They ran out of wood, man, to build crosses, man. You had a lot of them running to the Atlas Mountains. You had a lot of them going to captivity and in Europe and Rome and build up Rome. You had them in Colosseum dealing with gladiators. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot going on. You had war. You had other wars break out where Israelites was at later on down the line. You know, in the future. After 70 AD, you had wars still break out because Israelites were scattered. Okay, like on the island of Crete, you had Israelites light them heathens up on the island of Crete, man, because you had Israelites over there. But that's history, which we don't hardly speak on. We just go into just deal with 70 AD and just drop it. But it went on to like a little bit past 70 AD because you had Masada, and in Masada, that's what Israelites, them zealots, created a pact and committed suicide. But also you had a lot of Israelites run down into Egypt too during that 70 AD, man. You had Israelites already down in there, man. Okay? And then you had, what else? And dealing with that cannibalism, that was in Jerusalem. They was committing cannibalism in Jerusalem, man. They were eating their kids, man. Okay? They were getting fed on the left-hand side, man. Okay? Go ahead.
So verse 53, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
See? The kids. Go ahead.
The flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which YAHAWASHI thy power hath given thee, in the siege and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee.
See?
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
That's a curse, man. Wasn't gonna be no more brotherly love, man. See, that's what Israel struggled with. That brotherly love and having peace amongst each other. And worshiping idols, man. That's what Israel struggled with, man. That's why YAHAWASHI, when he came on the scene, he said, love thy neighbor, love thy brother. Because that's what Israel struggled with, that love, man. Okay? And that's a curse that happened to Israel, that we was going to be amongst each other, man. Okay? I mean, be amongst each other, but against each other. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children.
That's why the Israelite man would leave. He want to be around his children, but he'll end up leaving them, man. Okay? That's a curse that's on Judah, African Americans, heavy, man. And like me and this brother always discuss, man, not knowing on the outside looking in, the so-called black man, Israelite, African American, he want to be around his kids, man. He want to do for his kids, but the way them curses is and the way the society is, it caused that man to be out of there, man. It caused that man to leave, man. The way the society is and the way them curses is on the tribe, man. It's heavy on the southern kingdom, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. The curses is on the tribe, man. Okay, the tribe is catching hell, man. But you know, I can relate heavily dealing with Judah, man. Like, they'll end up leaving, man. They end up leaving the old lady and his kids, man, because of the conditions and because of the curse, man, that's on them, man. They want to be around, but they end up forsaken, man. The curses kick in. Go ahead.
It says,
That's why if they get with a heathen woman, they able to still hang around. But if they get with a woman that's of their nation, of their tribe, that's gonna get bust up, man, because the curses don't kick in, man. You know, the curses don't kick in. And Eve too busy trying to be like the man, trying to be above the man, man.
Right.
Okay? Even though Eve say, I want a man that's gonna do right, I want a godly man. Nah, them days over with. Eve lying. Eve is trying to find out how she can conquer you, and she's scheming on it.
Right.
Okay, that's what type of time Eve on. Go all the way back to the garden, man. With Eve and the serpent, man. Dealing with the Willie Lynch letter and going all the way back to the garden, man. Eve is always trying to find a way to be over the man. Okay? And when the man put his foot down, Eve said, nah, I'm finna call 911. Not put his foot down by putting his hands on you.
Right.
Okay? Not put his foot down that way, but Eve see that aggressiveness and she ready to dial 911, man. When you tell her, look, you can't do this, you can't do that, don't do that. I ain't finna be around you and deal with no man who gonna tell me what I can and can't do.
Right.
See? Get out of here. I'm gonna put you on child support and I'm finna get food stamps and I don't need you.
Right.
That's the thought process of Eve, man.
Right.
And it's completely destroyed the household, of the Israelites, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Yeah, so he's gonna end up leaving, man. And that's what happened during the besiege, man, in Jerusalem. He ended up leaving his kids, man. Okay? So it's nothing new up under the sun. I always, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, I had the brother read Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, man. Nothing new up under the sun, man. And as you see today, man, the Israelite man, he wants to be around his children. You got Israelite men that take care of their children. I mean, just take care of their children, and the woman be so mad at him because he making moves or he's doing things in the world that she don't agree with, and she'll just say, look, I'm just gonna put you on child support and I don't want to be with you no more. And she ended up putting him on child support. Before then, he was doing all for his children.
Right.
Want to pick him up, doing everything with him. But when she put him on child support, he cut that off, and now he the bad guy. He cut picking him up, he cut being around him, now he the bad guy, man. You see? And that just completely destroyed the household, man. But if you tell a Negro, Latino, and Native American woman about that, they cannot get it. They don't understand it, and they getting them goodies, and they running with that, man.
What's funny, man?
And going to get a man going to get a man that ain't worth shit.
Right.
That she got to take care of.
Right.
But the man that she had, she feels so threatened by him that she got to leave him. She feels so threatened by how he got his stuff together. She just said, look, I'm going to put you on child support to control the money and get you out of the house and go get a man that ain't worth nothing, that ain't got his mind right, and I'm going to take care of him. And he ain't going to tell me what to do.
Yeah, fucking simp.
A simp. See? So there you go. Go ahead, bro.
It's verse 55. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat.
Yeah, committing cannibalism, man. That's coming back, man. That happened in Jerusalem, man, in the besieged, man. And like I said, for a footnote, it did not happen in Masada, man. They committed suicide. Go ahead.
It says, because he had nothing left him. Or because he had nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates.
So why did Israelites become divided? Because of the curses and the straits, man. All the time, man. Catching hell, man. See? So them curses and catching hell got what? Israelites divided, man. They ain't being brotherly. See? And it's going to increase, man, on this side. Okay? The love of many shall wax cold, man. Go ahead.
Verse 56. The tender and the delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband.
So the curses is on the so-called black woman in the other tribe. So her eye is going to be evil towards her husband. Okay? She going to be like that, man. Because of what? The curses, man. Her eye is going to be evil towards her husband. And because of the curses, and because of what she have learned in this society, following the custom of the heathen, the relationship is out of there. Done. Finished.
They want a slave just like Esau.
Yeah, they want
slaves.
Like the brother said, they want a slave just like Esau, man. Okay? If you don't give all your substance to that woman, then she look at you as if you're not being a man.
Right.
She want a man. She want a man that's gonna give her all that substance. As soon as you tell her no, nah, she ain't ready. She ready to get rid of it. Say for instance, she asks you for. Say for instance, she asks you for $40, and you say, nah, I ain't got it. She'll say, oh, you ain't no good. She'll be looking for somebody else to get with, right? Who can't give her $40, but she just mad at you because you don't want to give it to her.
Right.
See? That's how they move emotional, man. They'll throw you away for $40, man.
She don't want you just because you won't give her $40.
Yeah. I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? It could be more. I just throw that number out there. You know what I'm saying?
But go with somebody else, then she won't even be mad at her because she knows he ain't got it.
He ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
So
$1 gas out of her car, and then she trying to put you on child support.
Right.
Yeah. That's how we go, man.
Good.
See, these women are intimidated at a man who got it together, man. Threat. And when you tell them no, they are what? No. You know what I'm saying? But read that again, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
So when you deal with that, the woman did not used to be, how can I say it, always ready to argue with you, get into it with you, challenge you. Whatever you say, she always trying to challenge you, come back at you, trying to dominate you. She ain't used to be like that. But now, since them curses are on it so heavy, now that's how she would do. She would stand her ground and always challenge you on whatever you say and whatever you do. Always a challenge. She just can't just say, you just can't tell her, oh, this is what it is. Why? This. I think you should do it like this. It's always a challenge, man.
Then before you even fucking say anything, you know what I'm saying? You just be like, well, what you want to do? I don't know. And as soon as you fucking say something, man, they're against that.
They're against that, yeah. See, it's a challenge, man. Okay? She gonna stand her ground, man. Say that's a curse. She ain't gonna be submissive. That's a curse, man. Okay? And I got this right here. I got this right here. And you got women, but you got Israelite women waking up to the truth. And they want to do the right thing and do what's right according to the scripture. That's happening. Because it's high time to wake up out of sleep. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. That's why it's happening. But I'm gonna read this right here. This is Sirach 25. This is Sirach 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger. Why? Because it's a roller coaster ride. Them curses are kicking in. Okay? That's why she's upset, angry. She's like, you boring. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you've grown up and you don't want to be all out in the world no more. You don't want to go to all those places, be all out in the world no more. You're too busy handling your business. Okay? She'll say you boring. It says, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger. Okay? And if a woman is full of anger, how you gonna get love out of that? You can't. If she's angry.
Right.
Trying to find a reason to get into it with you. Always challenge you. And prudence, in other words, she can't see the future. She don't understand. When you in these scriptures and doing the will of YAHAWASHI, and she don't have no faith, she can't see the future, man. She ain't gonna be able to see it. And much reproach, because if you get into it with her, and she leaves, guess what she gonna do? End up dealing with another man And if she come back around, that vibration on her is going approaches the shame. So if she go out there and mess with another man and she come back around you, it ain't gonna be the same, man. You gonna look like man, it's a damn shame.
Right.
You gonna look down on her, man.
Right.
And the word get out about them skeletons that's in her closet, other people look down on her like she's a hoe.
Right.
You dealing with that? That's your woman?
Right.
Shit. Man, I wouldn't be doing all that for her.
Right.
Yeah. She out there. You know she committed, you know she messing with so and so such and such. Ask her what happened over old boy house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You bringing shame and reproach to your husband, man. Because of your anger and your mouth. You ain't gonna get no love out of it, man. And she gonna stand her ground and always ready to challenge you, man, on everything, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
So whenever you're in the household with her, that's what she's doing. She's studying your pattern, seeing how she can overthrow you, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. She's looking at you.
Not to make things better.
Not to make things better, okay? To divide and overthrow you and conquer you, okay? You know?
It says, and
she start, if she ain't never asked where you work at, she start asking you where you work at and when your hours is and what days you get paid. You better be looking out because she get ready to put you on child support.
Right.
Yeah, she get ready to do it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If you get back with her, she done mess with another dude.
Right.
She's trying to find ways to come around you, and she's watching everything and scheming so she can eventually leave again and put you on child support. That's why she asking all the questions, trying to find out where you work at. You know what I'm saying? What you do. Oh, you gotta tell me what you do and send me a picture of it and all that.
Yeah.
So she can find out. So she can put you on child support so you can give it to the folks. Go ahead.
Without thinking twice.
Without thinking twice. What's your address? All that. Especially if y'all done separated.
God, I want to bring the kids to you.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Write down your address and your license plate. Go ahead.
It says, and toward, what's the tongue twister? Toward her son and toward her daughter.
Yeah, that's why she'll drop her kids off at her grandma's house, okay? Or leave them over her sister's house to go out and kick it and party.
At first she's using the kids, trying to use the kids against you, to get you on child support, right?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see your kids. First thing, anything she tries to threaten you with is first your kids.
Dangle the guilt, right? Carry it over, which is the kids.
Don't want you to see the kids. Everything's
But you want to see the kids,
right? You want to, but her thing is you're not gonna see them. You're not gonna see them. I'm gonna call the cops on you if you come around this and that, right?
Get a restraining order.
As soon as she gets you as soon as she get them goodies, put you on child support. Esau's helping her out, with food stamps and Medicaid and all that shit. Now she want to drop them off of you.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? I was wondering, you want the kids?
That's how they do, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how they do, man.
Because what they really wanted was them goodies. They wanted that money.
They wanted that, which your money to control. If you want to control your money, man, you be a slave to it. Call you with that nice voice. Hey, how you doing?
You be demon voice.
That demon voice. But soon you say, nah, I ain't coming. That dragon come out of it. That wolf come out of it. Yeah.
Well, fuck you too. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Roller coaster ride, man. Finish that off.
All right, this is verse 57. And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly, and the siege and straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in thy gates.
So, like I was explaining, like them scriptures right there, that's twofold. They have more than one meaning. They happened in the ancient world in Jerusalem in 70 AD, and it's going to happen on this side, man. But that's the reason why our women are against us, because it's the curses, man. Okay? It's the curses, but who the world enemy, because Jesus is going to come back and lift them curses up off of us, right? And everything going to be okay, man. But that's why Paul was telling, you know what I'm saying? Telling Israelites, when you get with a woman, you should have trouble in the flesh, man. You should be oppressed and go through affliction, man.
He wasn't lying.
You know what I'm saying? So go back to Maccabees over at the 14th verse.